You obviously fell behind early. What do you think of the first two periods?
Well, I thought that we obviously scoring the first goal would have been nice to build some energy with our group after the tough loss the game before. We get in some penalty trouble. They score the 5-on-3 goal. Tough again to get momentum back. I thought in the third period had a real strong push, but just not enough left to be able to get ourselves tied up in that game.
I know you're missing a lot of guys, but as a coach, is it frustrating to see the 29th team come in here and beat you twice?
I enjoy seeing the younger guys whenever I see them make progress, and we're seeing some real strong progress. I could go through the whole list of guys when I look at from game one here when we struggled to make passes to where we sit now. And the energy that when you bring three ECHL guys up on pro tryouts and give them a substantial amount of ice time to see exactly where they sit for the future. So those are things when I look at regardless of who you're playing, I look for those opportunities that help coaches out with regards to where you sit.
Three new guys in the lineup you mentioned. I guess what do you think of their first game?
I liked them all. I thought they all they had different elements. DeSalvo had speed and a good skill set. I thought Harris brings some grit, and I thought Angeli brought a real physical element that for a big frame guy that can get in on the forecheck. So different players. Our scouts do a good job between Craig Heisinger and Bruce Southern looking through the ECHL, and they were good guys to bring up on PTOs.
Looking at some of your young guys on the blue line, specifically with reference to Jan Kostlik and Peter Stojkovic, what are you seeing from them now that it's really how their game has come along as the year has gone on?
I would say more poised with the puck. I would say instead of just throwing the puck away and giving up possession, just more poised, making strong first passes, and again getting shots through from the blue line. But at the end of the day, when you get to the pro level, your job as a defenseman is to move that puck north to the forwards, and they take it from there. And I thought with those players, particularly that you're talking about, as they've progressed, they've had a better mindset of what they need to do and what their job is, and they've improved in those areas.
Well before he scored the goal, Nick Patan seemed to have a lot of jump tonight. Tell us a bit about his game.
Nick's a driven player. He wants to get back up with the Winnipeg Jets. He sees the ice so well. You have to give him a little bit of leeway because he plays a certain style of game, whereas outside of the frame that you look at with regards to areas of the ice that players have to be in, but all of a sudden he has the puck and it's in the back of the net. So very skilled player. We all know that. And again, even playing more so with that grit to be stronger on pucks and get to the front of the net more often. So I like where Nick's game is at right now.
And maybe a bit overshadowed tonight in the 4-2 loss, but how good was Eric Comrie from the time he came in?
He's excellent. I thought he was outstanding. Some of the saves he made again in the third period when there were a couple turnovers, Eric was excellent. To come off the bench cold like that, a solid game. He's a real top prospect in a mix of a lot of good goaltenders in this organization.
Jets have made some call-ups this week, and there'll probably be more in the future. Are you seeing your players get some of those guys have some extra jump in their step, thinking that they might be the next guy to get the call?
Yeah, it's obviously both teams, an opportunity when we bring guys up from the ECHL, but also that opportunity provided with the Jets when our guys go up. So it's really hard to make it to the National Hockey League, and these players are very fortunate that if they play hard enough, that there is a window and an opportunity to go up with the Jets. So yes, there is excitement for those players if they're playing the right way to get their chance.
You look ahead to the weekend, obviously. Two tough games against a good team.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Obviously, Grand Rapids has strung together quite a few wins. We know they're a real good team, one of the upper echelon teams in the American Hockey League. But for us, again, it's taking care of the areas that we can control and trying to have success against a very good team in Grand Rapids.
Any hope of getting anyone back between now and Friday?
We're hopeful for possibly John Elbert for one of those two games.
Is there any update on Thomas Raffle or Josh Morrissey?
Thomas Raffle he's done for the season. Josh Morrissey will be listed as day-to-day.
The emotion at the end of the game was boiling over. Both teams were kind of jawing at each other, and you guys have one more game. I know it's not until the end of the month. Does that carry forward, or is it kind of dissipate because you play other teams in between?
Yeah, no, I think it does. We've seen Iowa enough times here now that we didn't play them in the front half of the season, but we're seeing a good chunk of them now. It does. They become pretty physical contests. There's pride on the line there between both teams. So yes, there'll be a carryover in my experience.
Does Raffle need surgery?
As of right now, he doesn't need surgery right now, but he's listed as just done for the season.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.